Do you know about chores for kids? And if you're a kid, do you have chores? This is a great topic and it's going to be so much fun. We get to talk about this today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's show is brought to us by funnycleaningshirts.com. It's a place where you can find all kinds of gifts for the cleaner in your life. Whether it's you, whether it's your mom, whether it's your dad, whether it's a professional house cleaner, or if you are a cleaning professional and you go out and you clean other people's houses, there's stuff for you. There's fun stuff for your kids. So check it out at funnycleaningshirts.com. All right, on to today's show. We had a caller that called into the show and he asked this question.
Hi, Angela. I want, please, home chores. You know chores? Like the cleaning and chores. Yeah, for the kids, I want like the schedule. Thank you so much. And it's free and you can also print it. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, I love this question. And based on the sound of your voice, I made you a series of chores that you can print out and you're going to do them 5 times a day. And you say, whoa, 5 times a day. I know it's true, but you're going to do these 5 sets of chores every day for the rest of your life. So check it out. It's super fun, super easy, and they're broken up into morning chores, afternoon chores, evening chores, and then mealtime chores, and then when you go in the car chores. So there are 5 sets of chores per day. All right, we'll start with the morning chores. So you wake up first thing in the morning, and what do? You're standing right by your bed because you just got out of your bed. You're going to make your bed. That is the first chore that you're going to do every morning for the rest of your life. Make your bed when you get out of the bed. Now, if you are too young and you need help, ask for help, but every day you're going to get a little bit better. So you will figure it out and it's super fun. It's super nice. Every time then you come into your bedroom for the rest of the day, your bedroom looks nice and tidy because your bed is made. So making the bed is the number one thing you're going to do first thing in the morning as part of your morning chores. The next part of your morning chores is you're going to take off your pajamas and you're going to put them away. So you're going to fold them up and you're going to put them away. Or if they're dirty and you ask your mom and she says, yeah, they go in the hamper, then you put them in the hamper. But every day when you get up, you're going to take them off, fold them up and put them away. That way they are neat and tidy and out of sight and out of mind for the rest of the day. And when you come back tonight, they're going to be all folded up waiting for you to put back on again. So yay. Okay. The next part of your morning chores is if you take a bath or a shower in the morning, when you're done, you're going to hang up your towel. When you hang up your towel, it lets it air dry and then it's not on the floor and it's not wet and soggy. So the next time you take a bath or a shower, you can use that towel again if it's still clean. So every time you get out of the bathtub or the shower, you're going to hang up your towel so that it can drip dry. So that's part of the morning chores. All right, the last part of the morning chores is I'm going to ask that one of your parents put a cloth on the bathroom vanity. This is going to be next to the sink near the toothpaste. And every time you go in there and you wash your hands, you're going to dry your hands on the cloth. Then you're going to take the cloth and you're going to wipe right around the sink. The sink area will be clean. Your hands will be clean. And so you're just going to wipe your hands. You're going to dry your hands off and then use the towel to wipe the area around it. Okay. So now everything is nice and dry and clean. Okay. So if for any reason you get toothpaste on the counter, then you're going to go ahead and wet that cloth and you're going to wipe the cloth down so that there's no standing water on the counter and no toothpaste. So you can do this. I know you can. Super exciting thing. But then every time you go to brush your teeth or every time you go to wash your hands, that area around the sink will be clean. So that is the last part of your morning chores. Now you got this. All right. So now we're going to move on to the afternoon chores. The afternoon chores, what we have is called FOD control. FOD control is FOD. It stands for foreign object debris. What that means is every time you walk through a room of your house, and you're going to do this all day throughout the day, every time you see something small that could have fallen out of someone's purse, it could have fallen out of a pocket, it could have fallen off the end of the TV or the entertainment center, anytime there's something on the floor that could get tripped on, that could get stepped on, that could get vacuumed up, something like that, you're going to pick it up and go put it away. So it's called FOD patrol. So you are like the police of the FOD, okay? So every time you walk through a room and you see something on the floor, you're going to stop and pick it up and go put it away because within a few days, you'll know where everything goes. And then when you walk through, there won't be anything there because you will have figured it out, right? So it's a super fun game, and it's going to keep all the different things in your house from, like the vacuums breaking and stuff like that if they try to vacuum over the top of them. So you got this. That's your afternoon chore. All right, so the evening chores. Let's say that you watch TV in the evening. Now, I know sometimes I do. When I watch TV in the evening, I bring stuff into the room with me that wasn't there before. Like I bring a little table that I can put on my lap while I'm sitting on the sofa. Then I can put my laptop on top of it. Sometimes I like to work even when I'm watching TV. But now I'm at the special age where I got to wear like the reading glasses. So I bring reading glasses with me and the little desk and my laptop computer. And then I like to wear this little thing over my shoulder so that I don't get cold. And then I like to have a blanket over my legs so that my legs stay nice and toasty and I don't get cold or my feet get cold, right? So I just sat down in a nice clean living room, but I brought all this stuff. Okay, so the evening chores is everything you bring with you to the TV. When you get up to leave, you got to take it with you. So for me, that means I got to go put my computer back in my office. I got to take my reading glasses and go put them back in my office. I've got to put the little desk that was on my lap. I got to put that away. I got to fold up the blankets that were around my legs. The little cloth that I have or the shawl that I have over my shoulders, I got to hang that back up and put that away before I go to bed. So when you come back into the living room, it looks like nobody was there. So that's the job every time you watch TV or every time if you sit down to do your schoolwork and you have the Zoom call, if you bring stuff with you, if you bring water or, toys or whatever, you got to take all that with you when you leave, okay? You got to clean up the area like no one was ever there. All right, so then there are 2 more chores, one for the car and one for the meals. We'll do the one for the car first. Every time you go to the car, you take stuff with you, right? I know I do. You bring your tablet, you bring some sunglasses, maybe you bring a jacket. I know when I travel or I go somewhere, even if it's just running down to the store, I wear a face mask. So I take my face mask with me. And then I also like to bring a jug of water so that I don't get thirsty while I'm out. And then I take a purse. And for me, I have money, so I take my money with me. I have a car key so that I can start the car, so I take my car key with me. There's all this stuff that I got to take with me. And so when I get out of the car, here's your chore. When you get out of the car and you come back in the house, you got to bring all that stuff with you. So I don't know what it is for you. It might be a backpack, it might be some games, it might be a tablet, whatever it is you take with you in the car. You got to bring it back with you when you come inside the house. Now, what I recommend is that you ask your mom or your dad to have a box right inside the house. So if you're bringing in your face mask, but you've worn it a few times, maybe they decide to wash it and get you a clean one. That goes inside your box so that next time you go somewhere, you have a clean face mask to take with you, okay? And so if, for example, you bring in a jacket, that jacket might get hung up. But everything that you bring in from the car either goes in that box or it gets hung up and put away. And that way, when you get ready to go again, then everything you need is in that one box, right? It's not all over the house scattered. It's in that one spot. Okay, so that is your car chores. Now, meal chores. Meal chores are awesome, and there are 2 parts to it. It's before the meal and it's after the meal. So the first chore that you have is when someone in your house says, the food is ready or it's dinner time. You have to drop what you're doing and run, okay? Don't keep them waiting. Don't play around for a few minutes and then go eat. When they say the food is ready, you got to drop what you're doing and go eat right then. That's the first part of the chore. The next part of the chore, and this is with every meal for the rest of your life. When you are done eating the meal, you're going to get up and whatever you ate, just like we did when we watched TV, whatever you ate, you're going to take that away with you. So you're going to take the plates away if you're eating at the dinner table. Those go in the kitchen sink. If you have a spoon or a fork, that goes in the kitchen sink. If there are wrappers, you take the wrappers or the bags or the paper cups or whatever you ate with, that goes inside the trash. So you're going to empty the area that you ate with and you're going to put all of that away. So dishes in the sink, garbage in the trash can. And you're going to do that after every single meal for the rest of your life. So that's 5 sets of chores. We have our morning chores that include making your bed and wiping the vanity down with a cloth, taking off your pajamas, folding them up and putting them away, taking the towel that you used and hanging that up. Those are your morning chores. Afternoon chores, you're going to do a FOD patrol throughout the whole day, okay? And then for your nighttime chores, if you watch TV, you're going to take everything away that you brought to the living room with you when you sat down to watch the movies. And then when you go to bed at night, you're going to go ahead and the same thing with your clothes. You'll fold your clothes up and put your clothes away, or those will go in the hamper. That's part of your nighttime chores. And then you will do the same thing that you did in the morning. You will wipe down the vanity in the bathroom. So that is part of your nighttime chores. Just like we did in the morning, we do it in the afternoon as well, in the evening. Okay, and then the last thing that you're going to do is when you eat a meal, you're going to make sure that you take your dishes back to the kitchen sink or to the garbage can. And then also, if you're out and about in your car, everything that you took with you on that journey, you're going to bring in and put inside that box. So I'm going to create a list here for you so that you can print these out, so that you can either put them on the fridge or you can put them on a little bulletin in your house, and then you can check them off as you go. But within a day or two, you're going to know the whole system, and you'll do it every single day for the rest of your life. And everyone in your house can play along. It's a super fun game, super easy, and you'll find that within a matter of just a couple of days, everything is like neat and tidy, and it's like a well-oiled machine. So I'm so glad you asked this question, super excited, and I hope you love your new chores list. Thanks for calling into the show. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up or hit the subscribe button. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.